Do you know how long they're going to remain asleep?
As long as they're not loud.
Of the day.
The rest of the day.
He works overnights, so he's sleeping.
Have you thought about investing in soundproofing?
Well, I can't because my area is like... I just have to make sure I don't loud talk. I have a tendency to get really loud, so I just have to not do that.
Okay.
I have the same problem when I have my headphones on because they're not open ear, so I get loud.
I switched to my open headphones. I've been using closed ones, so I dug out the open ones just for this. But if you guys can hear me okay, then I won't worry about it. Otherwise, I can turn myself up.
I have cranked you to 200%, and I can hear you at equal levels as everyone else.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll try to be sure not to start shrieking.
Oh, God.
I mean, you're free to, like, I'm basically near immune to sound these days, yeah. I put this to the test where I went to an escape room on Wednesday, and I gave my friend a fair warning because he was doing something stupid, and I was like, I will blast the audio in my car to maximum if you don't stop. And he continued, and I just cranked it immediately up to maximum, and then everyone started screaming in pain, and I was like, I could drive I jam out to this volume when I'm driving home. And I turned it back down, and I'm like, did you learn your lesson? He's like, yes. And I was like, good. I will do it again.
That's hearing damage for you. It'll make you stupid.
Not fun.
The thing is, I'm better hearing than all of them in that car, so I don't know what to say.
Concept.
Now we just chill.
I did some quick googling. One word I found is Gorinto, or there's a Hokkaido 5-wheel pagoda, 5-ring tower.
Wait, isn't that the
5-tier
of Japan?
Yeah.
5-element pagoda? What's a pagoda? What is all these words?
I don't know, but it sounds like a
pagoda is a.
It does sound like
yeah. A pagoda is one of those tower-looking structures with really cool roofs.
Oh yeah, that. Okay, yes, yep. Okay, it's definitely not that. I'm just gonna look this up. Term for stack.
That's like it's like
Stupas
Ho-Oh's
is
place.
another word for it.
Yeah, that's like where you find Ho-Oh.
Cairn.
Yeah, exactly.
I may have gotten the definition of a cairn wrong.
Cairn is
a man-made pile or stack of stones. I thought it was just one massive pillar. I am wrong.
Knew it all along.
Cairn. That's from Gaelic, yeah.
Yeah, Gaelic.
100
Again.
in
Or
Welsh.
Gallic, actually. If you want to be
Gallic.
100,
Listen,
100,
I'm
100,
not
100,
the Scottish
100.
one here,
In Welsh is
and she's not here yet.
Like the person from where is he saying?
I make no apologies for American pronunciations of stuff because, you know,
You have no control over it?
I have no control over it and I don't care.
If y'all made less stupid words, we wouldn't pronounce them wrong.
Yes, as an American, we can't be wrong, so therefore you must be.
But, like,
Yeah.
some books I've read, like one of the ones I recommended the other day, the names in that book are just so dumb.
Yes.
Give me some example names. What we got?
Alright, let me
I have to paste this.
Anasirambor Gunralecki the second.
Yes, there you go.
What?
Beg your fucking pardon.
Alright, I'm just gonna type it out because there's no way I said that right.
I don't think there is a right way to say it.
It sounds pretty close to
Every
what I read
option.
in my head when I had the books in my hand.
Wild.
So, like, what's wrong with Frank? Frank's a good name.
I see that G Steel Series mouse. I see you.
Yep.
I like your entrenchment.
I have one of those.
Sorry, I can't move.
Is that, like, programming
Yo,
or something?
wait.
What's the second screen even say?
It's Metal Archive.
Oh, okay.
Yo, what keyboard you got? That Corsair Lux?
Yes.
How can you
Yo, I got the same
identify a
keyboard. Because I have the same keyboard.
Wait, do I have that keyboard? No, I have a super cheap version.
I can tell it's RGB because I can see the different form of lights, like
Right.
because fucking no one sells just unless you get a specifically designed one, and those ones are bright pink across the entire keyboard. So yeah, seldom few keyboards come with pink or purple lighting by default, and then the style of it, the bottom play is what really indicated it to me because I have that too.
Yeah.
I got mine from a
Drusus
giveaway.
Akamian was I always read it as Dursus first.
Yeah, that's probably what I would go with.
Drusus Akamian? Akamian?
Yeah.
It's like Bohemian. but
I think there's a
shittier.
pronunciation guide at the back of the book, but I never bothered.
If you need to put a pronunciation guide at the back of your book, I think there's something up here.
Yeah.
It's a hot mess.
The first one I'm not gonna bother fucking trying to pronounce. That's a Fae name right there. That's a Fae name.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, they're pretty rough.
But keep in mind that fairies, if they can help it, will try to elongate their name so that they have more bargaining power for stuff.
Here's one
never
piece
works.
of 20.
It never works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It never works. You can't change your true name.
Yeah.
That being said, if you're a fairy parent, you give your kid a really long name.
The smart ones.
Name generator.
That's why Noah's name is
I have it over
4
here.
different parts, 4 different sections, 2 parts per section, blah blah blah.
Where is it? I know you had it over here. Did you get rid of that comment?
I doubt it.
So...
Oh me. Throw Scrabble boys at the wall.
That's basically how English is. Oh, I definitely just showed that. Oh.
I think it's like Soilan Delafour, I think is what her name was in its entirety. Delafane. Gazige France. Or my bad. She's Sophian. Old school Sophian. It's gonna be a good day today. I can feel it in me bones.
I can feel the caffeine beginning to circulate.
That's good. I'm eating my awake bar right now.
I put powdered espresso into my coffee again.
Hell yeah. Hell
Just
yeah.
eat the powdered espresso.
Snort it.
You probably could do that. I think snorting it would be horrible. I definitely want some of those awake bars. They sound damn.
Oh, wait, actually.
Literally everyone I pitched the awake bars to you guys at work, everyone's like, I should get some of those. I'm like, they should just hire me. They should just hire me.
How do you say this?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. There's like 1,000 of them that are just like.
Cryjake?
The thing is, like, I have no basis for like which language to use it as basis for it.
Does that just say...
Because if I thought I had like some sort of Scandinavian spelling to it, where they pronounce J's in a different manner, like more like with a Y,
Yeah.
then create or something like that. But then the second part of it fucks it up entirely. So I'm like, ain't no Scandinavian name sounding like Minimus.
Aminius?
Dude, they're rough. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, yo! You can make brownies? What is that? What is that, Fred? What is that? Is it brownies?
Looks
It
like
is
cake.
not brownies. It is a homemade protein bar.
Oh!
Damn!
That is... Oh, yeah, that looks like pudding. Okay.
Yeah, the second pick really completes it.
Do you think you could eat the whole thing in
No.
one sitting?
No.
I'm glad you
No.
know exactly
I'm
what I'm
pretty-
doing.
I'm pretty sure, like, you're not supposed to eat a
How fast will
bajillion.
your body just collapse?
I remember, I remember what bar was. I think it was like some sort of like Cliff Bar, like mega version or some shit. Like it's not branded as a Cliff Bar, but like some guys in my dorm hall, because we're college students and we're stupid like that, they decided to eat like a bunch of like fiber bars and just to see who would suffer the most. And then they're like, yeah, let's do it. And I just watched them, and I'm like, I looked up at my watch, and I was like, 4 hours time, I'll see you guys in the bathroom, because you guys will be suffering.
Sounds like a bad time.
Honestly, like, you don't realize how quickly you can overdose on stuff.
No, yeah, these little awake bars, it says on the back, do not consume more than 4 a day.
That's probably due to
meanwhile-
caffeine content.
I'm like, I'm eating this, and I have a double cup of coffee in this thermos. So,
Not a great look, man. Not gonna lie, not a great look.
Bruh.
I ain't afraid. Let's fucking go. I was supposed to have like a detox day where I didn't consume like copious amounts of caffeine.
That's never gonna happen, and you know it.
It was supposed to happen Wednesday. Yeah, that didn't happen.
No, that
Hey,
ain't
go ahead.
us.
Ask about the Dead Adventure, stupid.
I do like the 15 different things. We haven't started playing yet. Shut up.
I mean, I already.
You
asked
think
about-
you see a lot of stuff? You see it from my end. It's crazy. The fucking rainbow out here. And I got Legend down here. And then, yeah, it's magical.
Taste the rainbow.
Yeah, I can go for some Skittles. Skittles are a good, like, Skittles and M&M's are a good, like, D&D snack. Because then you can just,
Much.
and then,
Maybe not great for microphone. No, they're pretty fine. M&M's might be a little loud, but not really.
normal M&M's I think you'd be fine. Peanut M&M's,
Mm.
Tango, what are you doing?
Kitty.
Just playing.
Consume
Alright,
the
buddy.
box.
Alright, buddy. You're so cute. Boop. Boop your head. Ah! He bit my hand. In a playful manner, though. So it's acceptable.
I just realized, yeah, Aeneas is a Greek. I told
Yeah,
the
it's
last character was a. I took a Greek name for.
Mithridates.
Yeah, I just forgot about like last
Yeah.
time.
I've never much encouraged that sort of naming style, to be honest. I like names that have
Well,
reference.
that's lover. I don't know about Narcissus. I mean, Aminius loved Narcissus, and Narcissus told him to take a sword and stab
He
herself.
was like a scorned, rejected.
Piss off, nerd.
Ah, fitting for heartbroken Alicia.
I picked Magnus from one of the kings, well, the king who wrote the first encompassing law for the entirety of Sweden.
King Magnus.
Wait, is it a Mintus Aminius?
It's a mini as Emmental.
Mentis.
Okay.
Remember we laughed about this the other day because none of us catched how like similar those are.
I mean, you guys didn't catch it.
I like them
Okay.
because they're like alliterative and they sound similar.
And then I'm just sitting out here sipping coffee.
Would be a real blast to for Arminius then to have school emails and whatnot.
Oh yeah, no, it'd be a hot mess.
AA0012.
Or like Amy.
Add me.
Time for an 80 one shot.
Or is it Am Yami?
Yami Yugi?
Think about it.
Hey, Ron.
It has to be. It has to be contracted in the most like unflattering, dumb-looking way possible.
Just be happy she's Aminius isn't from Amity.
Amityville. What's an Amityville? Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on a tarnation. If I remember correctly, Amityville had a sort of a haunting connotation to it.
That's with
Literally.
Ooh. Oh, that's rough.
Mm.
Ragu.
How do you spell your like? How do you spell Rebecca for you? Because because I know there's like 2-3 different ways of spelling it. Okay. Oh.
So Rebecca and Goo.
Rag.
Dude,
Is your last name
it's
Goodberry
fucked
by
up.
any chance? Because if so, then you should have been a ranger.
That's my last name. It's made up. It's a fake last name.
Goodian?
Yeah, there's only one family in the world that has that last name, and it's my family. Cause when they came over,
Wait, maybe it's a fake last name. How is it? You're using it. How is it fake? How is it?
it's fake as in like they just
Your
made it
family
up
made it
when
up.
they came through the old Ellis Island gates.
Right. They're like, hey, what's your last name? They're like, ah, fuck. Well, let's try.
That's every name.
But yeah, this is the only spelling of mine, so it's pretty unique.
Every name is fake if you really think about it. So what
That's
doesn't
true.
matter.
Yeah, I was thinking about like
The only names that I
If
would
you
say
make
are
up,
quote
like,
unquote
fake
real
rap
are things
names.
like Smith or something, because that was used as like the definition of your job.
Yeah, Smith, White,
where
right.
Smith come from.
Yeah,
Smith only became Smith because people agreed that they were Smiths.
exactly.
You, sir, are indeed a Smith, so therefore your entire line shall be Smiths.
Scandinavian
Butler.
naming history is really boring because you get your father's name as your last name, and you get your grandfather's name as your first name, and it rotates, and it rotates, and it rotates.
So you basically just cycle between the same two names?
Stop coming.
3.
They don't stop coming.
They
I know,
don't
it's-
stop coming and they don't stop coming.
Yeah, so if you're from like old Scandinavian countryside, there's like a whole generation of Andersons.
God,
Oh my god.
that makes it so much funnier in the Last Kingdom. There's a character named Ragnarson. Like that's all of you from now on.
That explains a lot then, doesn't it?
You're all
Yeah.
Ragnarsons from now on. Or do we? Yeah. You be Ragnarson, not Ragnarson. Yeah.
You lost
It's
it.
just
Ragnar-
Ragnar, and it's like, God, stop.
Yeah, eventually no, because you would just drop the son when they took the new name, right?
Yeah.
And it's a boy.
So you wouldn't be Ragnarson, and then your son would be Ragnarsson.
Can we just bring in Ragnarok
No,
already?
well,
This name
no,
is stupid.
Because your grandfather would be Ragnarsson, so you would get Ragnar from your grandfather and Ragnarson from your dad. So you would literally just have the same name.
You're all the same now, George Foreman.
Where did that even come from?
That's
George Foreman, all his
yeah.
kids,
I
including
forgot about that.
I don't think he even did Georgina Foreman or anything like that.
Yeah.
He still just called her George Foreman. Narcissism at its finest.
Security.
The Icelandic people were, at least they had a little bit of spice in their naming. They had matrilineal names too, so they have Dottir instead of son.
Yeah, I've seen that for a couple. Like there's this one very famous CrossFitter. Her name is Annie Thor's daughter.
Yeah,
Thor's daughter?
Torsdottir. Or
That's like
Thorsdottir.
Ottir.
C-O-T-T. Oh, I see.
Yeah, you can always tell where she is, like, because she is like absolutely translucent.
How do you say that last name?
Björk Gusmundsdottir.
Yep.
No.
As the... Yep, mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that looks right.
So
I've seen
The,
enough Danish themed shows to know this.
that is an F.
Where's the exhaustion tracker?
Or it could be
option?
Dottir, because
Oh.
Dottir. I don't know. But
It's in the
imagine
clock.
Wait, why do you need to know? Why do you need to know, Crash?
Why
I
do you need
found
to
it.
know? That's a better question.
I found it.
I don't really like this.
I
You know what?
I don't like this line of
Nope,
questioning.
it's not there.
I
I
found
think
it.
they removed it.
I'll
As a
wait
matter
for
of
my
fact.
lawyer before I answer that question. I plead the
I don't actually have anything like point of exhaustion. It's just that Abigail sheet had it because I guess that's the default now, but Verisheet didn't.
There's actually something I used. And I thought it actually turned out really well. Where like the party was in like a really bad situation. I was like, hey, y'all can take what is called like a rallying short rest, where you all get a point of exhaustion, but you get the effects of a short rest.
Interesting. That's an interesting trade.
I don't think as a player I'd cash in on that bargain because that's like disadvantage and stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
The first one's only checks.
Yeah.
Ability, yeah, checks,
So it's
ability
only
checks.
skills, yeah.
So, like,
I
if
wouldn't-
you're
I
about to
wouldn't
go
do
into
that.
a war, that's not bad. Oh, wait,
Eh,
affects
if you got
saving
20
throws.
HP, you might reconsider.
Yeah.
Grapples are considered checks as well. Keep that in
Or
mind. So
literally, if you're just straight up a warlock.
I still wouldn't do it. I'd accept that my character's just tired and ready to die.
Did you find the
Again,
difference?
Yeah, but that's because
Yeah.
all your characters are masochistic.
Yeah, no, he's not wrong. No, I talked to you guys about this, or I talked to my real life
They
friend
all
about
have
this.
a
One or the
reason
other.
why.
That every character has like a deathly tendency, which like puts them at risk. It's like being a loudmouth on a ship full of smugglers and pirates and stuff like that. Yeah, you probably shouldn't be be considered a loudmouth. Or they're literally zealots ready to die, or they literally have a death wish.
I was gonna say, you're just a flagellant with a different hat.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Flagellant was the best
there
character.
is merit to that type of character.
And see, the first character I made ever was in a 40k, Space Marine system, and Space Marines, they're literally angels of death, battle zealots ready to die. And then I played a Raven Guard apothecary. So basically, I was your apothecary, but I could fly around on a fucking jump pack, and I had claws that radiated lightning because I'm Raven Guard like that. Yeah, I played that for one session, and then I got mind fucked. And props to my first GM, Matt Hull, who was very kind, considerate, and patient. Thus the standard I try to emulate. So imagine if my first GM was an asshole, I'd be like, oh man, all GMs have to be assholeish? Okay.
Dun dun.
Oh well.
Seems like way less fun.
Everyone a
than being an
bastard.
asshole.
I think there is a time and place for both.
I think a GM needs to have like standards and be able to lay down the law. I think that's very crucial.
Absolutely, because I definitely think there are players that will try to run over us off.
No, I've my first one of my first D&D campaigns was exactly that, and I tried to adopt the thing that our D&D always says is you should never say no. No, fuck that shit. I should say no a lot. If I hear a stupid idea, I should say no. Because it's stupid. Yeah, because at the time I fucking was pulling out my hair, and I actually tried to plan encounters and stuff to purposely fuck with them. Like, not even like fuck with them for drama, but like, no, fuck you, fuck with them.
I don't know. For me, if someone I'm aiming for makes an exceptionally bad choice, I'm just like, interesting. Take an inspiration and let's see how this works out. Because I know they're about to get. Yeah, I know it's about to go to hell for them.
You need the inspiration. Trust me.
When do rogues get the next tier of sneak attack damage?
Never. Just stuck at like
5.
86 forever.
5?
I want to say it's every 2 levels, like 1, 3, 5, 7, 9.
Okay, so if once Abigail hits 3rd level rogue, she'll get 2d6 sneak attack damage. Finally.
I think it goes like spell slots.
Yeah, you're right.
Probably.
Yeah, it's every 2 levels. You're right.
Damn it, I have bulbies.
And then she'll finally get the scout archetype. Wait, no, she wasn't going for scout. She was going for swashbuckler.
Alright.
Hey,
Swashy.
She's gonna stab
I was thinking about that as well.
Yeah,
Buckle all the swashes.
yeah, it's a pretty solid
What's
class.
your character's charisma?
We buff fancy footwork.
Wouldn't you like to know?
53. I don't know.
Yes, beyond the limit of the system. Yes.
Don't worry about it.
My charisma is Aldrich.
You have like 20 charisma already?
No.
To use your sneak attack. Okay, so Rakish Audacity basically just allows you to sneak attack anyone.
Yeah. Do that.
Because
Challenge.
before, yeah, so it's either they're alone and you can sneak attack them because of Rakish Audacity, or you have an ally near them, which gives you the sneak attack, the initial sneak attack stuff. So
It's always sneaking.
I guess.
Nothing says rakishly handsome as sneak attack.
Panache is okay.
Panal.
Panache.
Honestly, the big thing is that they gave a charisma to what you call it? Initiative.
Oh yeah.
They can fight alone and they can get charisma to initiative.
That plus the
Like those
gunslinger at
guys.
level 6. Oh, she is gonna be going first all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because whatchamacallit, like, I think if you look at it, the way they did rogues is it's pretty interesting. Like they have like all like those different subtypes, they all follow some sort of mental stat as their like secondary.
Yeah, that's so like
Lost
scout
weapons,
uses like
charisma.
wisdom,
Yeah, and you
mastermind,
have,
and inquisitive use intelligence. I think.
Yeah, one of them also benefits from wisdom just because they have a lot of like perception-based skills,
Probably
like perception
inquisitive.
and insight. So I think that was their goal, is to like, because that was the thing. Like in older editions, rogues were an int based, like they were dex int. That was their jam.
Yeah, and
Because
that's sort of portrayed out with Arcane Trickster because that uses int as well.
because int determined the amount of skills you get.
Really?
Kind of, yeah, in like 3.5.
Yeah, so every bonus over 10, you got an additional skill point per level. So for rogues who get 8, and you could get like 3 more, so you're getting like 11 skill points per level. That was pretty huge.
That explains so much when I play Neverwinter Nights 2 and I use int as a dump stat.
Yeah, no, you definitely. I mean, you gotta think like a barbarian. Back in the day, they had like, you got a skill, dude. That is your skill. You
That
ain't got
explains
much.
so much.
I did really like the skill system, and I kind of wish they brought it back, but I completely see why they didn't.
I like it for one reason. It's more character developing.
Yeah.
Like
More character development, but yeah, because like in default D&D 5e, like you just tick the box, and at the beginning of the game, that's it.
yeah, exactly. It's like you're good, you're great, or you're not.
Yeah.
Like, sure, someone can start as a very like athletic person, but as they grow on in age, they don't use it as much anymore. Like, well, that makes sense. Not everyone is homogenous. Basically, they took the power away from the skills and put it onto the stats. Which then they also made.
That's a discussion for a different time.
Yeah, it's what depowered int so hard.
Yeah.
Like, it was a god tier stat. Now it's like,
now it's
you're a wizard or you don't use it. Yeah. Like, even Eldritch Knights can dump int.
Eldritch Knight is not a great subclass, TBH, though. It's very situational. It's very situational.
How do I best describe it? It isn't, but it is because it's on a fighter. Because it does the same thing as Battle Master, but with like 16 different options instead of 7. So it gives you more things to do. And when you have more things to do, you have more ways to solve problems.
This is true, but I don't think there are that many spell slots to actually do that with, though.
Yeah,
like
they don't get a ton. And odds are you're mostly going to be using them for shield.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, there's a lot of, like, because I think the book limits you, at least initially, I'm not sure about later, it's like you have to take Evocation Abjuration spells.
Yeah, it has to, yeah. And then eventually you can take any. For a couple. Like, you can, at a level, you get like, hey, take 2 of any or something.
Yeah, so let's see. At 3rd level, you get 2 first levels.
Knight plus War Wizard.
You only get 3 spells by 5th level. 3 spell slots, rather.
I think that was my original character concept for the provincial campaign.
Yeah, it's a very like evasive tank.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you got shield, you have all these buffs, your AC's out of control, and if you do get hit with something, you have absorb elements.
Shazam.
If it's so yeah, you're evasive. You're not particularly durable, but you're evasive.
And interesting, a different dynamic to a tank.
Yeah, absolutely.
War magic is like, I think, is solid. You know, cantrip.
That's the problem, though. It is,
but
not on a fighter. For a specific reason, that you can make 2 attacks plus that spell. The fighters get 4.
Yep.
So you're outgrowing your key abilities, which is like, that doesn't make sense.
It defeats the purpose of the class.
Exactly. Like, well, but if you put that on a paladin or like a ranger, that'd be fantastic. But putting it on a fighter who gets up to 4 attacks, it's like, well, that kind of defeats itself.
It says specifically a cantrip too, like a cantrip.
Yeah, which I mean, I think the
Yeah, the 18th
Which
level
obviously-
thing is
Booming
it's a
blade.
spell.
Yeah, once they released whatchamacallit. God, what were those sword coasts to kind of levy up that build and grow it a little.
Wayne
'Cause,
Buff and
yeah, the
Ranger
Booming
Moore.
Blade and Green Flame Blade are fantastic for that. Because you basically get your 2 attacks plus a cantrip. Like, what's not to like about that? Until you get to level 11. Then you don't like it as much.
What happens at level 11?
You get a 3rd attack. Now are you sacrificing an attack for that cantrip?
Oh, I thought that was 13.
For fighters at
Yeah, it's 11. Yeah, I'm looking right now.
5, 11, then 20.
Wait.
Which makes no sense, but whatever.
Yeah.
It's a crappy
yeah.
cap, so it should be 17.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
But the reason they did that is so you can't get 4 attacks and then jump 3 levels into another class to pick up a whatchamacallit.
Sorcerer
yeah, different
stuff, Warlock
subclasses.
stuff. Yeah.
Which, I mean, so it's not like, oh look, I'm a 17th level fighter, 3rd level berserker barbarian, 5 attacks, what up? Like, which technically you could get 6. Yeah, because if you went samurai.
Oh yeah, that's right. You can give up advantage to do additional attacks.
Yeah, and since you're a barbarian, you always have that advantage.
Lol.
Which, yeah, six great weapon master swings is not the funnest time for any boss.
I'm looking at like the monk capstone and stuff. Like monk capstone's not that great.
Oh,
Yeah, a
Wise is
lot
on
of
her
them
phone.
are just get back a couple resources. Like, that sucks.
Yeah.
Like, those are crappy.
It sucks so much that they just put him as like a 5th or 7th or what 6th, 7th, whatever. For in most of the Xanathar, at least for the fighters, it's like, oh, if you don't have one resource left, gain 1 resource back when you roll initiative. And I'm like,
You know what?
that's a lesser version of this. I see.
God, it pisses me off so much, the
I changed
Battle Master variant of that, for one specific reason. If you look at
Otherwise.
the Swords Bards,
Hello.
they just get a complete better version of that.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, bards have just less, though, don't they? They're just because they don't have.
It's based on charisma. They can have up to 5, maybe 6.
But the thing is, like, don't you get more superiority dice than that as a fighter?
You can get, let's see, you start with 4,
Start with
you
3.
get 2 more, you start with 3, you get 2 more via level, and you can grab 1 from Martial Adept. So you can have more,
No, I'm drinking right. It's 4. You start with 4.
but then you have, say, a Swords Bard that gets, I think it's level 14, and then you can use 1 every turn, regardless.
Yeah. Okay, that's
It's
fair.
like, well, that's just better.
I would,
Like, and you're supposed to be like a bard plus that, not like just better.
I would say that I would probably, if I had to change Battlemaster, I would change, like, give more superiority dice, superiority dice. But that's about it. Everything else is solid, and as well as add more
Great
maneuvers.
stuff.
But that's like a lot of stuff. 'Cause I'm lazy.
Oh, also, I think we heard Wise.
Kirsty,
I don't know why I said
Wise.
Wise. I heard Kirsty.
I
Yeah.
said the same thing when she
Sorry.
jumped on her phone.
Hey,
Yeah,
Kirsty.
no, sorry. I was you were talking, so I just thought I'd finish eating.
But take your time. We're chilling.
Sorry. I've got like a mouthful of
Oh, I'm
noodles,
just-
so we'll see how that goes.
I'm just
Hey,
over
Mike.
here on my soapbox.
So, like, we're just talking D&D classes.
Yeah, I know it's
Shh. Which
Hey,
one's
question
shit?
for you, Kirsty.
Mhm.
Would you say it's Gaelic or Gallic?
The
Gaelic.
language?
Gaelic, okay.
Yeah, we were talking about the word cairn, like a bunch of
Oh,
rocks.
Karen.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
and then it's like a Gaelic word, and we're like, Gaelic or Gallic? And we're like, we don't have the Scottish person to, collaborate on that with. And well, now
Yeah.
here you are, and now we can ask. So there you go.
Well, I always say Gaelic, but I mean, there's 2 different kinds because there's Irish Gaelic and then there's Scottish Gaelic. So,
But they're both called Gaelic, though, right?
yeah, I don't know about Ireland though. They might pronounce it whatever you said earlier.
Gallic,
Garlic.
whatever.
Gaelic.
Yeah,
it just sounds
garlic.
like
Yeah, garlic.
Garlic. It's garlic, you know?
Yeah.
Garlic a thing from... No, I'm thinking Dalek. Never mind. Or Dalek.
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 Exterminate. Pew pew. Yeah, no. See, if the Daleks are really so good, they build an apparatus for them to live in that has more than one gun. But no, they're content with just. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck the plunge is. I guess it's like for interfacing with like their tech or some shit.
That's for that good sucking, you know it.
Okay. I see this is the tone we're going to start with. Alright, I'll prepare. Let's see, roll charisma, saving throw for Abigail. Alright, it's not looking good so far.
I'm
Alright,
just assuming some costume designer in the 80s just went, fuck it, it'll do. Just grab it.
Probably, actually. That was the mood for the
I
entire
could design this. I could design this much better. I'm tired though, fuck it. Alright, I'm gonna be right back.
Okay, load. There we go.
Beep, boop. I'm gonna message them.
Ooh, there you go.
What does it say? Lecherous or lecherous?
Lecherous gaze.
What about
I'm not
Electra's
rolling
gaze?
Christmas Days for Abigail. So we'll go the full 9.
Here we go.
But what is that from?
It's not, I just made it up.
Oh, okay. Take 9 stupid joke damage. Let's go.
Oh, I should have put Psychic. I really messed it up.
Damn! Feels bad. So very Daniel.
Yo, this is really good.
What is... Conflict on literature. Someone shoot me?
What is conflict and literature? Classic. Oh.
I heard you making.
Let me mute myself.
I heard.
Man, he really did go through all those different phases. Okay.
The sophistication of Looney Tunes writers.
To be fair, they had some wild stuff, and it was well thought out, so. And now you have modern day stuff, which is like, what?
Garbage.
Mm-hmm.
It's garbage. I blame Tumblr.
I won't argue against that, because it's a factor, at least. I'm just like, I blame Tumblr, meanwhile I'm literally scrolling through Tumblr.
Surprise.
Ooh. God, I need to not get into miniature houses and stuff, because I will not get out of that pit. But also, somebody built a teeny tiny bar. Hi. With upper levels and everything.
Garth,
No.
turn around, walk away.
It's time to stop. You need to get out. You need out.
They have a cathedral.
We're not playing D&D today. This is your intervention.
It started with Magic the Gathering cards, and now it's this.
So what have you done?
I found a blog that's just like a whole bunch of like miniature houses that people build with like Dwarven Forge stuff. You don't know what that means. Minis for like tabletops. Yeah, and somebody built like an entire like teeny tiny bar with like a second floor that looks down and everything. I'm just like, oh god, it's awesome.
Ooh, actually. And all that just for their player bar to try to bang the barmaid.
Oh, you're not wrong.
I need immersion for this kind of stuff, man. How else are you going to get the mood going?
Barry White the Bard.
I'm still waiting for that YouTube vlogger bard to show up in this world. He won't, but in my heart, I need him to. Does somebody record my voice? Yes, it does. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Listen to some of the audios where it's like Crash talking every like 10 seconds. I'm like,
Wait, hold up.
what the hell is going on here?
That was only for one video. I caught it immediately afterwards because I pressed stop and I noticed that the thing was still red, but I was talking to you guys. I'm like, ah, crap.
Yeah, it was very strange. I don't know. There's something about it that was like very like unsettling to the senses.
Yeah, you're hearing half a conversation, and it's like half of it is interesting, half of it is important.
And it reminded me of that Black Mirror episode where you could block people in real life.
Wait, what?
Really? What was that?
Yo,
Have you never seen that?
No, I haven't. I haven't watched Black Mirror in like a bit, man.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's pretty good. Oh, well, the new season was not very good.
Oh, that's
but
bummer. How,
Yeah,
they
I've only
have
just started watching it.
Black Mirror. Blocking.
yeah, the new season is only like 3 episodes, and none of them were pretty. The first one was okay. I forget what it's called. It was something like Fighting Vipers, I think.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I cannot put this because I'm recording things.
It's the only one I've really seen. Do you know that like Star Trek-y one where it's like the virtual
Yeah,
reality?
that one was pretty
Yeah.
good. Like I enjoyed that one. And then the one, oh god, what's his name? The guy from Mad Men.
No idea.
Ah, god, I can't remember his name. I'll just Google it because I have.
Google it.
Alright.
Yeah, but John Hamm. There we go. The one with John Hamm in it. Where he basically like programs the person's conscious to act as a day planner for the person.
Hmm.
It's pretty messed up, but it's really good.
Weird.
Okay.
Yeah, like those type of episodes, they're just so good. But then some of them are just like, I could tell they hire multiple writers.
Oh, yeah. They're just sort of like all over the place.
Like, what is this? Like the one with Miley Cyrus is just
They have one with Miley Cyrus.
it's so bad.
Yeah.
I hate to say it's probably the worst episode. And not because she's like off-putting or anything, just because it's just not a good script.
Yeah. Oh, that sucks. Alright. I'll be right back. I need to go get some more food.
Yay! Oh, shit, I should have gotten food before I came home.
The whole
You're
theme of
full.
Black Mirror
Ooh.
is just like the Pandora box effect of technology.
Yeah.
Like, and that's what's really cool about it. It's like, wow, look at all these, like, look at what we've unleashed that cannot be stopped now.
My favorite one is the one where everyone's trying to like get points to get onto a game show, and then that gives them their like freedom or whatever. And the guy tries to fight against the system, but then becomes part of that system.
Yeah. Oh god, I want to say his name's like Uwe Matamba. He's the dude who was in Black Panther.
I can't remember his name either. Don't even try. I'm not even trying.
Yeah, it's weird. It's one of those like very African sounding names that I couldn't put it together.
Yeah. It was like 3/4 in. I was just like, oh, I know how this is gonna end. But I like kept watching through because it was just an interesting ending.
Yeah.
God, I love Black Mirror.
It's a really good show. Bandersnatch was good too.
That was a fantastic little bit. Cause they actually took a movie and made a game out of it, and it's wonderful because no medium's ever really done that. At least not well.
Did you ever get like all the
Yes.
endings?
I literally looked up a flow chart to find the ones that I missed.
Yeah.
Did you know there's an Easter egg ending for going through and like denying a phone call that you get at one point like 3 times in a row?
Oh yeah, what's that?
So it's one of the crazy endings after you like kill your father and you have to chop him up or something. You get a call from your boss, and if you deny it the first time, he says whatever line. If you go back to the chopping up your dad decision, and you go forward. He picks up the phone, and I noticed the second time he said something different. I'm like, wait a second. So I looked it up, and it's like, oh, if I do it one more time, the lady that goes to the office instead comes to the house and interrupts that, and then the boss comes in. And it's like, what the shit?
How are you guys talking about?
Bandersnatch. It was just
the Black Mirror thing.
Yeah.
I like how the like quote unquote true ending of it is very much fits with the design of everything.
Nerds.
It was a wonderful
God,
movie.
what was the true ending where he went back in time and died with his mother?
Yeah. And then like
Okay,
it jumps to the present where he just stopped. It's like, so wait, was that actually real? Like he got high and went back in time somehow, or like what the huh?
Yeah,
It tends to be what happens when you get high.
wibbly wobbly timing.
Classic.
Stuff.
Thanks, Doctor. Doctor Who?
I was gonna slap my microphone, then I was like, that's probably very loud.
Maybe.
Do you think I have time to like order food and go and get it, or are we
You do
gonna
not.
start soon?
No.
I've already set up.
Okay. Oh god, it's like 1
We'll
o'clock.
I was about to say, it's already been like an hour, mate.
Oh, you don't have a music person in here.
Actually,
Sonia.
it's been exactly.
Oh yeah, but
Alright, you miss her so much. There she is.
hey.
Alright, time to play All Paladin Party Part, 6? Just kidding.
Yo, so good. I love that story.
It actually is, like, it's like, there was very heroic. Thus far.
And I love how they all take the same character and make them so dynamically different.
Yeah.
Like Sinkit, Thindri, Peregrine, and Cazador, they're all so different from each other. And then you have Julian, who is Julie.
Edgy, conquest, atheistic, anti-theistic, really.
Yeah, that's really what it is. Like, yeah, the gods are there, but they don't do anything for us, so...
I'd be elf
Is
chick.
James Bond? Yindri? I don't know how to say her name. I think it's Sindri.
I think it's Inji.
Yeah, whatever.
I know the plot pronounce
Elf
it
name number
Audrey.
15, whatever.
Yeah, it's like Y-N-D-R-I.
What? No, not trying.
Y-N-G. Yeah.
Ynindra.
But yeah, if you have time to look it up, it's super good.
All paladin. All the time.
No, yeah, I recommend it.
What's it called?
The All Paladin Party.
Oh, okay.
Just look it up on YouTube.
It's very good. There's only 10 parts of it right now. But they're still doing them.
But it's growing.
Oh, alright, cool. Yeah, we'll give it a watch then.
But anyways.